I'm obsessed with Vinted. I have been for the past, I don't know, maybe 3 months or so. So if you're interested in finding out some tips and tricks on how to use Vinted, buying and selling, stay tuned, I've got you covered. So let's set up a profile. So you go to Vinted, and then you choose where you live. I'm in Portugal, so I'm gonna stick with the one that I've got because it might go a bit strange otherwise. Okay, so it's in Portuguese. Hang on, I just need to change the language so you can see it. Let's put it in English. So that was easy. If you are in one of the European countries, you just go up to the top right hand of the screen and it gives you the option of changing the language to English. Click on the sign up login button. You can continue with Apple, with Google or Facebook. Register with an email, already have an account. Okay, so I'm going to register a new one just so you can see how to do it. Click on the, if you want to get emails, then you click on the I'd like to receive personalized offers. That is quite useful because Vinted do occasionally do offers like free postage within your country and stuff, so it would be kind of handy if you know that. So click on there, then you want to create a username. The username is not really that important. Let's see what I can do. I think I've already got, my other account is the Grey Brunette. So let's do the grey, let's say Susie the Grey Brunette. Right, let's say you want to buy a pair of jeans from, say, Salsa, my favourite jeans. Okay, so we go to clothing, we go to jeans, and then in the search, just click on Salsa, enter, and then there are 500 plus results for Salsa jeans. So it gives you options for boyfriend jeans, high-waisted jeans, straight jeans, etc, etc. Choose whatever it is that you're looking for. Let's go for boyfriend jeans. Okay, let's click on, you can also change your size. So let's have a look. I usually click on medium and large because depending on where you are, the sizes can be very different. If you want to click on Salsa and Salsa jeans as well, you can do that. Condition, if you're not fussed about condition, leave it empty. If you are, you want to have new with tags, new without tags, very good, good and satisfactory. Do bear in mind that some people do put new without tags when it's clearly not. So generally speaking, when I'm selling something, I never put new without tags because there's no point. I say very good or good depending on the condition of the item. Then you can choose the colour, the pattern, the price. If you want to put a limit, put a maximum limit, and material as well you can choose. And then, okay, so boyfriend jeans in my sizes, for Salsa jeans it's whittled it down to 232 results. So then you want to go to search through them all to find the ones that you're looking for. So these ones, for instance, I've actually already got a pair of these, exactly the same, really good jeans actually. So you just click on the picture to see the different images. So this girl selling this, she's pretty good. She's given you lots of different options, good close-up, and she's given you pretty much everything you need to know. However, if there is something that you want to know about the jeans that's not on there, if you come over here to the right hand side, you've got buy now, you've got make an offer, and you've got ask seller. So simply click on ask seller and it will take you to a messaging section. And then in here, you just write your message down here with anything that you want to ask her. You can ask her for more photos, which some people prefer to do. You can ask her if she can give you the actual size, if she can measure the waist or the inside leg or whatever. Anything at all, you just ask there. However, if you don't need anything else, you just want to buy the jeans. If you want to pay what she's asking, you would just click on buy now, just here. However, you can make an offer. So if you click on make an offer, here it gives you the options. So you could say, let's have a look, you want to be really cheeky and say €6. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to make an offer. If you click on make an offer, it will probably tell you that is too much of a reduction. So you need to go a little bit higher. So €10. for instance. And then if you see underneath it, it says €11.20 includes buyer protection fee. So as a buyer, you have to pay the extra bit. It's a little bit like an insurance. So if anything gets lost in the post, for an example, you will receive something back. You don't just lose out everything. But if you don't want to make an offer, you just want to pay, then you just click on buy now. But like I said, you do have to pay the buyer protection fee. So on here, you'll see it says the price is €12, but including the buyer protection fee, it's $13.30. So once you go to the buy now, okay, then it gives you all these different options. So your postage is going to be from €3.39 here. So the total to pay will be €13.30, and that's if you have it shipped to a pickup point. Okay, so here we go. If you want to have the item shipped to your address, you can add your address, and then you will have to pay the postage for that, because the ship to home is 99 cents, it says there. What I do always is I have it shipped to a pickup point. So you go here, click on ship to pickup point, choose a pickup point. Now it's giving you all these different options for where you can have the item to shipped to. So in Portugal, CTT Expresso, that is part of the post office, but it's to their different locations. So it's post office box. Oh gosh, why is it giving me all these options up there when I'm nowhere near it? Okay, here we go. So you have all the different CTT Expresso options, and then you have the in-post locker point. So I tend to use this a lot. It's absolutely brilliant. It tends to be small businesses that you can go to during the week, usually on a Saturday. Sundays that are quite often closed. And it's a small business that you can go in and you can have your item delivered to them. And you just go in and they scan it and you sign a little signature on their little machine. And that's it. That's all you have to do. It's really easy. So other options are DPD, shop to shop, or the DPD lockers. So again, it's very similar to the in-post, really easy. There's loads of different options. And like I said, there are lockers, which are very useful. So you can have something delivered to a local locker, and then you can go at any time of day and night to go and pick it up, and it's super simple. So I recorded myself actually picking up the Atlas of Paranormal Places, a book that I recently ordered. I videoed myself picking it up just so that you could see how simple it is to pick things up. It's literally all you need is the code, which they send to you by text or email. You go to the locker, you put in the code, and the locker opens, and then that's it. So you confirm where you want it to be delivered to. So let's just confirm there. And then it gives you all the information here. This is where you're going to have it. Obviously you need to add a payment method. I think it's the PayPal credit cards and stuff. I think I use PayPal. I'm not going to do all that because I don't want to add a new account. So you add your phone number, your payment method, and then you just click on Pay Now, and then it takes you back to the message here, and then it will tell you that you bought the item, and it tells you that she has so many days to deliver it to you. If she has any issues and she can't deliver it on time, she will request an extension of that, but you have to confirm whether that's okay or it's not. If it's not okay, the transaction will be cancelled, your money will be returned to you, and then you just go and find another pair of jeans. It's really easy, and yeah, that's the basis of buying on Vinted. But let's go back to the main page. Right, and let's go to my actual account. Right, okay, so I have just bought a few days ago a book, The Atlas of Paranormal Places. If you follow me, you'll know that's the kind of thing that I love. So I bought this book so the book was €9, €10.15 including the protection. And she had to send it to me before today, which she has done, and it's actually there at the nearby locker for me to pick up. and I have got, I think, 5 days in which to go and pick that up from the locker. So once I've been and picked it up, I click on mark as received, and then it gives you the option. I'm not going to click on it yet because I haven't picked it up. So you click mark as received, and then you click on whether you're happy with it or not. Like if there's something wrong, there is an option to click on something is wrong. But before you do that, I highly recommend that you speak to the seller and explain what you think is wrong, because generally speaking, they prefer to try and sort it out with you before there are any issues. So if you can sort it out that way, do it with the buyer first. But if you don't think it's something that can be sorted out with the buyer, then you click there is a problem, and then it goes from there, and Vinted will help you solve the problem, or return the item or whatever, or if you need to get your money back. Lots of options there for you to do. It's very simple. Okay, so let's go into the search. So let's imagine that we're looking for something particular, something specific. Let's try whimsy goth. So you type in the search whimsy goth, and then if you're looking for clothes, for instance, you would then click on women, and then clothing, and then you want to choose your size. So I'm generally speaking a medium. Brand, I'm not fussed. Condition, I do like to have new with tags, new without tags, and very good if I can. Colour, I'm not fussed at the moment. Pattern, I'm not fussed. Price, I'm okay. I'll just look and see what's available first. And material, again, I'm not fussed. So you've got like 500 plus results that have got the whimsy goth search term in there somewhere. So you can whittle it down by clicking on outerwear, dresses, jeans, jumpsuits, maternity, other, jumpers, etc, etc. So you choose whatever you want. Let's have a look. Actually, let's just scroll down, because I did spot something really pretty. So I spotted this top. So this is being sold by a pro seller, and you know that because it's got the little pro button here. So this is beautiful. This is very whimsy goth and very vampire. I love it. But it's €24.50. Okay, so me personally probably wouldn't buy that, but I like a real bargain. So if I'm going to be on there, I'm going to look for something similar to this, but I don't want to spend €24.50. So I've scrolled down to similar items down here, and it gives you some items that potentially are although none of these are remotely similar to that top at all. So I'm not really sure where they're coming from with that, but yeah, okay. Okay, so let's go back. So I don't want to buy that because I want to spend €5, not €25. Okay, so then I just keep scrolling down until I see maybe something else that takes my fancy, like this. This is beautiful. So this seller is pretty good. She's put lots of images. It looks pretty nice. Yeah, that is lovely. So if I wanted to buy now, like I did before, I would just click buy now. Or I would actually click make an offer. Now, some other tips. Underneath here, you will see all this information like brand, size, condition, colour, location, payment options, views, interested, uploaded. What I normally look at, if I'm wanting to make an offer on something, look at the uploaded. If it's up there, if it's only been up there a few hours, they might not be open to offers just yet, especially if it's had loads of views. So this has had 83 views in 20 hours, and it's got 25 likes. So just here, you've got the little heart. If you like it, you can click on that, and then that will be saved into a special section that you can refer to later. So now it's got 26 likes, it's 83 views, but it's only been uploaded 20 hours. So will she take an offer? Maybe she's waiting it out. You don't know until you try. So I would make an offer just to see, test the waters, see how it goes. But like I said, I'm not wanting to buy that right now, so I'm not going to do that. So this is my actual Vinted account. So if you go up to your little profile picture here, you've got a section that says personalization. So if you click on that, it brings you to this section here. So there you can specify what size you are. So if I click on this, you can specify the sizes that you're looking for so that you don't have to keep clicking it every single time you do a search. That way, so I've got medium, large and one size always clicked. Footwear, I've got 3 different sizes. So you choose all the different sizes, bra sizes, maternity support belts, won't be needing that, ring sizes, hat sizes, everything. You can click on whatever you want just to personalize it to you. And you can also do the same for brands. So if you only want to search specific brands, you can follow all the different brands, which I actually wasn't aware of that. That's something I've just learnt now. Okay, so back to Vinted main page. Right, so here we are. Actually, let's just show you what I've got in your little heart here next to the profile page is all your favorited items. So I have, so I've got lots of different books that I'm interested in, but I've not bought them yet because I'm either waiting for a little bit more money, or I'm just not ready to buy yet, or I've just bought so many books I need to wait a bit, or I'm waiting for free postage. So that's why all the books are there. Same with everything else really, to be fair. I spotted this Betty Boop bag and thought it was cute, so I liked that as well. Same with the Betty Boop ornament. A skirt that I thought was really pretty. Okay, so if you want to translate the description, because it's in Portugal, the description will be whatever the buyer wrote. So she's obviously Portuguese, so it's in Portuguese. You have a little thing underneath there that says translate this. Click on translate this and it instantly changes it into English. Same with wherever else you might be in Europe. If it's in Italy, for example, you can change it to Italian and so on. So then you can decide whether you want to buy something, whether you want to ask a question or make an offer. So you can also see when the buyer was, when the seller was last on Vinted. So this one was last on Vinted just an hour ago. So you know that if you send her a message, it's likely that she will come back to you pretty quickly. It's not a bad idea to always have a look at that, because there are some ones where it actually says last seen a year ago. And if that's the case, it's unlikely they're going to get back to you. They've probably given up on Vinted. And I have had that a couple of times where I've been trying to ask a question about an item. It was a pair of shoes that I really liked and I was really keen on, but I needed to know something about them first, and she never came back to me. And then I saw that she'd actually not been on Vinted for a year or 2 years, so that's why. So then I just went and found some other shoes. Okay, so let's see. This little belt here, this is your notifications. So if there's anyone that you're following, this is where it will say, you know, if they've uploaded something new. It also is where if somebody has liked one of your items, it will be there. So let's click on see all, and then you'll get all of the notifications. Okay, so somebody here has added one of my items to their favorites. So you could click on this, and this takes you to a message. So if you want to, you can make an offer to this person. So I've got this necklace for 10 euros. I could click on make an offer and I could say 9 euros, offer 9 euros. And then she will have that reduction of 9 euros. So then I've given her a discount of a euro to see if she's tempted. You can write a message as well if you want to, but a lot of people just make the offer and then leave it and carry on with their day. If this person wants to buy it for 9 euros, she will buy it. If not, she might make a counter offer, and it's up to you to decide whether you want to sell it or not. But we were on buying, not selling, right? Okay, so on your page, you have everything that they've recommended for you. So because I've been buying a lot of books lately, I've got lots of suggestions for books. To see everything else that they're recommending for me, you would click on See All Items. And then based on your recent searches, it's going to give you lots of different suggestions. Like there are some books, there's a poncho, lots of books. Here we go. So if you find something in here that you like, great. If not, go back to the page, the front page. And then here it's also got your favourites, and also it's got some of the brands it thinks you might like. So it's suggesting to me Puma, Stradivarius, and then you've got the recently viewed items. So if you did look at something but you forgot to favourite it, you can click on the recently viewed items and you'll probably find it there, which is very useful. And then you have the news feed, which initially I thought this was stuff that had just been put on, but they're actually putting things on that have been there for a while as well. But it's just a really nice, if you're just wanting to browse what's on without specifying anything, you can just flick through them. So you'll notice that some, you have like this whole section which is one particular seller. That's because she has paid to spotlight her wardrobe. So that's something that you can do as a seller. I haven't actually done that yet. So then it just comes up with the news feed and it's suggesting all these different ones that you might be interested in or not. Literally, I can literally sit here for a couple of hours or more scrolling through and just seeing what's there. At the moment there's just too many books. I'm more interested in looking at the clothes, but there's nothing really that's really appealing to me because they're all Portuguese. I don't really want Portuguese books, I want English books. And then you come to the bottom and it says see more, and it just gives you more, and it just keeps doing that. Yeah, just keeps giving you more options. So it's very simple, very easy, very useful. I absolutely love it. Okay, so let's see. Let's go to my favourites. Right. So let's click on this book. Now, okay, this one has up to 15% off depending on how many books you buy. Right, so let's click on there. Okay, so we know that I've liked... Okay, she's in France, so everything is in French, but are there any more English books? 50 Shades of Grey. No, I don't fancy that. No. Okay, let's see, for instance, let's click on the Marianne Keyes Watermelon, just to give you an idea. Okay, you've got all the kids stuff. Okay, let's click on these boots, just to give you an idea. Right, so then you would click Create Bundle. And then, generally speaking, the things that you have liked in that buyer's marketplace, they come up first. So what you would do, you would click Add, Add, and Add, and then down here it's giving you an idea of how much this is going to cost. So then you would click on Review Bundle. So you've got, because I bought 3 things, there's a bundle discount of 10%, which is 95 cents off. So let's see, you've got $9.50 for the items, postage is $3.95, buyer protection fee is $1.13, and then you've got the discount. The total to pay would therefore be $13.63. Now what I would normally do here is I would click make an offer, and I would, so this is from the original price, so the bundle price is $8.55, so I would suggest 6 or 7 euros, and then I would click offer, and then I just wait and see. But if it's something that I really, really want, I don't care, I'm happy with the discount that she has given me, then I would just click buy now. And then it'll be done. And then you choose how you want it to be delivered, in post, DPD, direct to your house, CTT Expresso, for example, and then you click pay, and it's easy as pie. Right, I'm going to click off of those because I don't really like those, but the book will stay. And then I click off of that, go back to Vinted. When you're paying, always be cautious with the way that you pay. Only ever use the Vinted payment system. Don't try and pay any other way, because then you're not protected, and you need to be protected for this kind of thing. Also, I would always suggest using InPost DPD or the CTT and not having anything sent direct to your home, because then they've got your home address and you just never know. I think it's just safer. Yeah, you've got to go out to get it, but generally speaking, it's just safer that way. If you are asking the buyer a question, always be courteous. Always be friendly. I usually try it, and you know, I like to make people laugh, so if I can be a little bit humorous, I will do that too. And which is much easier if you're using the phone, because you've got all the emojis on the phone, so you can put like a funny smiley face or something like that. And then that kind of avoids any sort of dodginess that sometimes happens when things get lost in translation. Okay, just a couple of other things. So feedback. Once you've bought an item, providing everything is good, you're happy with it, you're happy with the transaction, with the communication, all that kind of stuff, then you will leave feedback. It's up to 5 stars. It's up to you what you do, whether you want to leave negative or positive feedback. Generally speaking, if I am not happy with a transaction, I will speak to the seller and we will sort it out between us, and then I will leave the feedback after that. Don't go straight in all guns blazing and leave negative feedback with nasty words, because that doesn't achieve anything. So try and sort it out with the seller before you leave negative feedback. And the other thing, if you're wanting to buy something that appears to be designer, there is actually what's it called, item verification available, which you can do for in Europe it's €10. In the UK, I'm not sure, maybe it's £10. And the item is then sent to Vinted, and Vinted, they do their whatever it is that they do to confirm whether or not the item is actually what they're saying it is, and that's €10. So that's an extra little bit if you're buying something. It just gives you an extra bit of peace of mind. The other thing that you need to know also gives you peace of mind, and that is when you're buying for an item through Vinted, the money, so you pay for the item, but it doesn't go straight to the seller. That money is held with Vinted until you've received the item and you've confirmed that it's okay. And then if the item, for example, never turns up, or they never sent it to you, or for whatever reason, the money is refunded to you. So you've always got that extra piece of security, knowing that the money that you've paid isn't going straight into the hands of the seller, which is really good, especially if you're spending a little bit extra. So I think that is it. So while I was doing this video, I decided that I will make 2 separate videos, one for buying and one for selling. So I'm going to cut this short now. I think I've given you everything that you need to know for buying on Vinted, but if there are any questions that you have, please leave me a comment below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And bearing in mind that I am using the Vinted in Portugal, which is throughout Europe, and the UK Vinted is possibly maybe a little bit different, but I will try and find out anything that you need to know. Please give this video a like if you have enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, and hop on over to the other video, which will be coming out either at the same time as this one or very, very soon afterwards, and that'll be all about selling on Vinted. So I shall see you there. Thanks again for watching. Ciao.